So hello all and welcome. I'm back with an update after my hair going through protein overload. And I was just thinking about something. But before that, you see this right here? I got a burn on my head from when I was flat ironing my hair because the flat irons I was using, I wasn't used to using them, and I ended up burning my forehead because it has a lot of the hot plate exposed compared to my older flat irons. As you can see, my hair is looking pretty good. Like, it still got a shine and all that, you see that? But I'm definitely gonna have to go back and dust my ends, like most definitely, because I got so much breakage from now what I know. It didn't come from the Oars protein treatment. It didn't come from this right here, actually. It came from me using two products with hydrolyzed protein in it, because this one right here, hydrolyzed collagen, that's one hydrolyzed ingredient. Now, I don't have the product with me that really did the damage to my hair, but I can tell you what the name of it is. It's from Shea Moisture, Manuka Honey, and Yogurt. And it's a rinse out conditioner. And what it contains in it is a hydrolyzed wheat protein. So the Oars has hydrolyzed collagen, and this one has hydrolyzed wheat protein. So both of them proteins on my hair, when I went for like deep condition my hair after I flat ironed it, it turned my hair brittle. Why? Because I used two repair products. It was all fine and dandy with only using the Oars in the store, because I have been using that for years. So I'm like, I know it couldn't be that, because I've been using that ever since I've been natural, and I never ran into that problem with my hair hardening like that. I usually just follow up for Aussie deep conditioner, like the 3-minute miracle, and I'm good. But this time that didn't happen, so I knew something had changed in what I did. I had been using this for years and years and years, this right here, and I never experienced that problem with my hair. The things that the products have in common are a restore, and they both have hydrolyzed protein in it. So this alone wouldn't have been too much protein for my hair. Like, I added that as a follow-up deep conditioner. Should and you need to follow up with a deep conditioner. So that conditioner right there strengthens hair. So I had the protein treatment strengthen hair, and then I had the conditioner that strengthens hair. So what ended up happening was it was just too much for my hair. Both of the proteins were just too much, and it led to my hair locking into a ton of single strand knots. Like, I mean, like hundreds and hundreds of single strand knots. Surprised I even still have any length, because I know I lost a lot of hair. When I tell y'all anything I did with my hair, it was dry, it was brittle, it was breaking. Most of the products I use have protein already in it, like hydrolyzed this and hydrolyzed that, hydrolyzed collagen, hydrolyzed wheat, you know, stuff like that. That's protein. And a lot of products I use already have it in there, so the protein treatment wasn't even necessary. But I thought, oh, I'm trying to get my hair real healthy, and I ended up screwing myself over in the end. I never ran into this problem like this before, like never. It just hit me out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, 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 what you done to your hair? Like, what you done different? And also, I know that it has something to do with my hair density too. Like, I have medium density and I have fine strand hair. Like, my hair is very thin. The strands are very thin, but I have a lot of them. So maybe just because of the kind of hair I have, it just can't handle all that. It was just a devastating day for me. Y'all know how much it took me not to cry, not to cut off my hair. I was taking it to heart the whole time. I was really sad. I was almost in tears, almost cried. I thought about cutting off my hair. Like, why don't I just cut it? And then I'm just like, I thought I knew so much about my hair, but I don't. But everything is a learning process, and I'm just glad to still have a full head of hair. People don't understand that don't dedicated time to their hair and don't care about their hair. I care about my hair. I've been working to grow my hair for years and years and years. And I finally got some length, and then bam, here come another little setback. This all happened after I flat ironed my hair and reverted it back. No heat damage at all. None whatsoever. So I dodged that. Ends was still fresh because I had just did a trim. At first I was gonna cut off my hair, but then I was like, you keep on doing this, you're never gonna learn. Get down to the nitty gritty and take this as a lesson. Go find out what you did. Go do some research on the products that you use together. Think about your hair. Really get down to the nitty gritty. Don't give up on your hair. Because if you keep on cutting it, every time you run into a problem with it and it feel like it's too much to bear, you learned no lesson. The only thing you learned was to dismiss the problem. Every time it gets hard, every time it gets rough, you're running from the problem when you're cutting your hair off. You're running from it. You know, with the knowledge that you do have, there's something you can do about this. Don't cut it. I had to tell myself so many times. I'll be like, I'm gonna cut it in my head like at least 50 times. And then like, no, I'm not gonna cut it. I gotta do this. I gotta keep it. I gotta take this as a lesson. Take it as a lesson. Don't take it for depression. I was sitting there holding back tears, having slight nervous breakdowns because of this. But I kept on remembering in my head, I'm not no quitter. I'm determined. Stay determined. Keep doing what you've been doing. And make sure you don't ever run into that problem again. Don't cut off your hair. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you want to cry. I know you want to, you feel like you're about to break down. I know you feel like the world is at you, is on your shoulders. But don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cut it. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're gonna get all this together as you usually do. You've had many setbacks before in the past, so I'm pretty sure you can move through this one. You might not even need to cut your hair, just work through it, work through it. Yes, you're gonna have some breakage that you're not used to. And yes, the breakage was bad. It was so many little pieces of hair, like pieces on top of pieces everywhere. But I pushed myself through it. I pushed myself through it. Because a person's determined to grow their hair and have healthy hair, they're gonna do it. They're not gonna take the easy way out and go cut it. Like how you wanna progress in anything in life if you're not going to sit there and ponder on your mistakes and make a solution to it. You're not benefiting if you're running from the problem. You're only holding yourself back. Then you run into the same problem again. What you want to do? I've been dealing with my natural hair for around 8 years. And I gained knowledge throughout that time. I just know that my hair, I had to be careful. If I'm going to do a protein treatment, make sure that I follow up with actually a moisturizing and hydrating rinse out conditioner. When it's say for extremely dry and brittle hair, it may have some kind of hydrolyzed protein in it. I don't even really need that much protein. It's little to none for my hair. I have fine hair. Fine hair doesn't need a ton of protein. My fine hair, just a little bit goes a long way. And I notice about my hair, if anything, with all products, if I use too much of it, it's no good. If I use just a little bit of it on it, I'm fine. A little goes a long way with my hair because my strands are thin. I just have a lot of them. I don't have fine density. No, I have fine strands with a medium density. Like with me, I had to start over in the past because my hair was color damaged. So why would I go and do it again? So yeah, I had to start over. I I had to start over from color damage one time. The first time I had to start over, it was because of heat damage. The very first time that I did my first big chop. Then the second time, I had to start over because of color damage. That color, like the bleaching and developer, destroy the hair. The people would say, oh, it's just hair, it grows back and this and that and that and that, until they're the one that's growing out their hair for 7 years and all that. People always say it's not a big deal until they're in a situation. Then it becomes a big deal. Because I had people tell me, oh, don't worry about it, it's just hair. It's just, no. It's not a big deal when you're on the outside. But as soon as you get put on the inside, oh, now it's different. Oh, now you understand. No. Yeah. Let me take this out of here. This is the area where I got the most damage at, like right up here. See how that's looking? That's how most of my strands are like that. So I'm gonna lose quite a bit of length. Probably like an inch. I've had these mini braids in for 4 days so far. Every 3 weeks I'm gonna wash and deep condition my hair. I made this mix right here to revive my protein overloaded hair. But when I put that in my hair, it just, whew, it did a good number on it. So recovering from protein overload, now I got a little bit of thinning on some of my ends that don't really curl up like they did before. But I'm gonna get it right and I'm gonna get it together, and I'm feeling real good with how I'm taking care of my hair, like I'm keeping it wrapped at night. And another thing about protein overloaded hair, no matter how much water you add, it just dries up. You gotta go in there for good leave-in conditioner. Good deep conditioner. Do not get no restore, rebuild, repair. It's gonna have some type of hydrolyzed protein in it. So you wouldn't want to use that conditioner, rinse out conditioner after protein treating your hair. You don't want to do that, because that's what I did, and it gave protein overload. What you want to do is follow up for a deep conditioner that's hydrating and moisturizing. That includes hair masks too. Hair mask or a hair strengthener. You're double dipping and strengthening your hair, and the hair can only take so much strengthening before it snaps and dries and fall into pieces. That's what I learned. And I just don't want to be running into them problems. And if you know it's a rule in your book, when you go changing it, you're going to run into some problems. Keep it simple. If y'all feel like I missed out on something, just leave it in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a like. You can comment or even subscribe.